Happy Thursday. A rare Thursday stream because I usually don't stream on Thursdays, and a bit of an early stream, which I probably should have posted or something. I mean, I did say it yesterday because I can't go for as long, but it's fine. It's fine. Draft Slayer, welcome in! This music is so I don't think I've ever been here for long enough to really enjoy the music. At all. It's very nice. Very pleasant.
The new captain is about to arrive, so you all better get yourselves together.
Exactly! Anyway. Let me check something real quick. For the time in the meantime, I cannot speak. What else is new? Hope everyone's doing well today. Or, at least okay-ish. It is the second day of, a 4-day in a row week for me, which I usually don't do. So we'll see how that goes. Today will be a shorter stream. I'm probably only gonna go until around 5-ish. Depending on, where I can find a good stopping point around that time. Because I have somewhere to be later. Today's a bigger day for me, socially. I have a stream now. Then at 6, I'm playing a game with some friends. And then after that, I am going to watch Link Click with my girlfriend. So, big social day. Lenny and Rail, welcome in. Can't wait to see the peak. Hell yeah. By the way, speaking of peak, which is #1 this quest so far. Really fucking enjoying it. And I did also go and look up how long this quest is apparently gonna be. And apparently some of y'all just fucking lied to me. Because this quest is not as, apparently, according to Ruben's walkthrough, is not as short as I initially thought. It's actually about as long as every other quest, which is 8 hours, which for me is gonna be 12 hours probably. So I decided to start a bit earlier, so we have about 2.5-ish hours. And I don't want to stall too much, and possibly get right into it as soon as possible. Didn't get the notification for the live? Oh no! Well, here I am. Here I am. I said earlier that I probably should have posted it on, done a YouTube community post, because we are live a little bit earlier than usual. I did tell you that it was between 7 to 8 hours. Yeah, I thought you meant stream time. I thought you meant stream time because Sven said it took him a little over 5 hours. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So we'll get as far as we can today. Then we have tomorrow after. I mean, ZZZ streams are usually pretty short, so I'm assuming that even the 2.0 stream isn't gonna be as long. Maybe an hour or so. So we can still get an hour or two in there, and then we can just power through on Saturday. Easy. You can make it shorter by skipping the dialogue, though. Yeah, see, that is a problem. I don't do that. I don't do that. That is the issue. Only a 3 hours increase. You're confident in holding back, huh? I usually estimate if in a 1.5 times playing time for me. If a quest is 8 hours long, I'm expecting it. Well, I mean, to be fair, excluding stream breaks and the starting soon stuff, which usually takes up another half an hour to an hour, just the playing time for me is usually 1.5 times ish as long. If there's an 8-hour quest, playing through it live will probably take me around 12 hours. But because I'm taking 10-minute breaks here and there, that takes up half an hour each stream, so that adds up. Yeah. And that's why we're not gonna stall any longer, and we're just gonna jump straight into it. We'll get right back into the depression. Hello, Crowderos. The puzzle in this patch is more straightforward than before. I mean, I didn't usually have like trouble with the puzzles, but yeah, apparently we are about a fourth into the quest, which, you know.
The baths are empty.
No citizen feels like bathing after. Okay, never mind. After hearing such news, I guess. All right, back to depression. Also, I've noticed something from the interaction between Aglaya and Cypher in the last livestream when Aglaya started to say something about Hyselin. Hyselin, could you not interpret it as her not being a... Wait,
All
what?
things are connected.
Shut up. Anaxa, shut up for a second. I love you, but shut up for a second. Wait, did she say something about... I'll have to go back to that and check that. Thea, welcome in! 1-4 and 194, nice. Also saw a player in my server who has more credits than me, oh dear. Hey, how are you doing? How's the weather? Sunny? Okay. Also love that I'm walking over here as an Axa. That is fun. Hey there, honey.
Hyacinth.
You're back.
Yeah, we're back. We heard from Kratos. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treby and Lady Trinan after the incident.
And I'll come out for real? I panicked!
It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need someone with them now.
437 million and counting. God damn. I mean, I would like to ask both of these questions. I guess how are the two of them holding? Well, I guess we can. You witnessed Aglaya's.
Yes, we witnessed her final moments.
Oh, that's fun.
I tried to treat her immediately, but even the sky's blessings, declaring her death was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a doctor.
Dude.
Finan, don't push yourself. You're carrying a heavier burden now. Please, don't fall.
Ah, goodness. I'm turning the volume up a little bit.
It's fine. I can handle it.
Can you?
What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But for Treby and Trinan, they've lost a 1,000-year-old bond. Like they're losing a part of their lives.
Ah, goddamn. The word limit. So we're talking about how could you not interpret that as her not being able to say goodbye to Hyselin since she doesn't want to make the same mistake with Cypher. I mean, it could even be that she was involved in the death of Hyselin and Cypher resents her for that. That's what I'm assuming. Yeah, that at least Cypher heavily blames Aglaya for Hyselin's death, and just never let Aglaya explain herself at all. Probably. And Aglaya also did allude to that.
You should rest, Hyacinth. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Next, we should visit Lady Treby.
Dude, Josh is doing a fucking incredible job here. Like the constant, I guess, strain in Finan's voice. So good. Not even the chimeras are here. We don't even get to see or hear the little creatures. Nope, no Verax Slayer to talk to. Oh, dear goodness. Oh, there's a memory fragment thingy.
Little Gray. You're back.
Lady
Hey!
Treby,
Snowy, don't.
Please don't apologize to us. You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akama. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself.
Yeah, of course, like, we couldn't have known, but but the thought that Finon, or the Trailblazer as well, we could have been there, or we could have noticed something is off a little bit earlier, but in the end it wouldn't have mattered. Like, we would have been too late either way.
We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey, so we understood her thoughts better than anyone. She knew she wouldn't see the end of the Flame Chase journey, yet she gave everything without hesitation. For the...
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
I know what Aglaya expected of me. Right now, the last thing Akama needs is a leader wallowing in self-pity.
The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. She instructed us to hand it over to you when the time was right. I think now's the right time.
Okay. Great, we got another thing. Lovely.
Finon, my humble student, my trusted colleague. As I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the Flame Chase journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. I deeply regret.
Oh, come on now.
I feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you, as it would have crushed your morale. I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. I underestimated kindness and her party's cunning, and also the deterioration of my own senses. The trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when kindness was faltering in the debate.
You prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when kindness was faltering in the debate.
He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways, but my words slipped out before I could even think about them. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, I felt my time was running short.
Yeah, that one simple slip-up.
The divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of my mother, and I will die as a human. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? I have yet to find the ideal answer, but I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness, terrified of their heads being cut off by the golden thread. If my departure were to be calm and uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, a peaceful death is a luxury I cannot afford. I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back, igniting the final blaze to burn away the threats hidden in the shadows. The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. After all, Akima still has you to guide them, Finan.
I don't like it. I don't like how we're putting everything on Finan.
You're not perfect, Finan.
He
I
sure
witnessed your
isn't.
Confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn. The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath their rough exteriors. Unconditionally, that might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love. Finan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path, from the very beginning, my thoughts have never changed. You are the destined world-bearer of Amphorius.
Oh.
The gate to Amphorius's future. Go. Complete
I have
the
thoughts,
flame chase journey of the prophecy.
but I'm gonna wait.
Ignite the stars and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity. I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind, looking forward to the miracle you will create.
Aglaya, how could I possibly be worthy of the burning torch you've passed into my hands? Dawn, can you do me a favor?
You want a hug? I can give you a hug. I would happily give you a hug. Bring it in. I think I need a hug. Whatever I can help with, just say the word.
Please, deliver a message to Lord Krateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards and the Kremnoans to spread the word from door to door. At the lucid hour tomorrow, Finan will speak at the Marmorial Palace. Urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the Flame Chase journey to attend this gathering. Tell them Aglaya has left Amphorius the seeds of hope. It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please make sure to rest well and collect your thoughts.
Where are you looking, girl?
I need to prepare.
Artonis!
Cartonis, what brings you to Marmorial Palace? I plan
You are
to get
so
everything settled
giant.
before coming to see you. Is there something urgent, Cartonis?
How are you holding up? I wanted to see.
Not well.
Better than I expected, you seem.
There's no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take action and show everyone that the leadership of the Chrysos heirs is still strong.
Right. Your assessment is now here. Take this.
Rael, thank you for following. I appreciate it. Also, I forgot I have a
Is
load
this-
turn. Oh,
You've completed it.
it looks pretty and not familiar at all.
Dawnmaker. The name I've chosen for it. Before dawn, prepare for battle. For tomorrow, wield your sword. Befits your stature, it does. Chrysos heir.
Wait, is YouTube being silly? Is YouTube being a little silly? It says everything's working. For me? Okay, fair. It doesn't say anything anything's off on my end. So either it's just for you or it's just YouTube.
Dawnmaker. You've never seen that black-clad sword master. Yet you've recreated this so precisely.
Wait.
Just from what I described.
Precise, your description.
So did he wait?
Imbued it with the power of dawn.
Did he create
I
it
already have.
based on this quote,
Guided
based
by
on the
your
sword?
will, gleam with golden flames. Its blade will wield it. May triumph always be yours.
Martinez.
I'm fine on
We
YouTube so
use
far.
this sword to protect
It might just be real.
the beings of Emphorius.
Another thing there is.
What's this?
Stored here, the remnants of Aglaya's divinity are.
You're fine too? Alright, gotcha. Good.
This was her commission. Her death she had long foreseen.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm. About divinity, we know very little in this way. She wanted to be with you. Always.
I understand. Let me keep it. With this, I'll have another constant companion by my side.
Well, that's lovely.
May this world never have a need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago, but when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see me now, leading from the front, rallying people against their destiny, she would surely smile.
How will the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver? Look! Lord Finan is here.
Oh dear goodness. Heartball, welcome in. We are depressed. I have a 412-day streak on Reddit. Jesus.
Will he step up to lead Akama?
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support and keep the Chrysos heir's flame chase alive. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason.
I think he missed an optional point where you would see the memory fragment before interacting with the Goliath's message. Oh, I could have interacted with that before? Frick. Can I still go back to that? I would hope that I can still go back to that, right? Might not be as impactful now, but if not, then I'll look it up.
I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes.
Yeah, I gotta remember to, like, pay more attention to so that, like, I don't miss things.
The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I fueled division and strayed far from my very purpose that led me to the flame chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide. To strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was Aglaya who held this city and even this shattered world together. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
God, I cannot get over the delivery and all these lines.
Who murdered Lady Goldweaver?
Find the murderer! Make them pay!
You know what? I agree with you.
I felt the same as all of you initially. I wanted to stand here beside you to condemn the sinners,
I
to
see.
discuss retribution, and to see justice brought down upon them. But my perspective has changed. The golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets and bath chambers, one feeling lingers. Unease. Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss.
The deliverer is indeed delivering.
Finon has a way with words.
He sure does. Be quiet and listen carefully. There's something special about a man of letters. What? If it were me up there, I could do it too. No, we're not gonna do that. What does that second one mean?
Indeed.
The flame-chased journey is nearing its end. With only one titan left for the Chrysos heirs to conquer. Aquila! Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your spirit shine brighter than the sky itself. Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance,
Jesus
Aquila will
Christ.
remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaya dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy. A better people!
Better people! Better people!
Okay, that's a little silly. I love it.
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have reminded me that Aglaya left me perhaps the simplest duty in the world. To bear the burden of creation.
Simple.
I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. Unshakable faith. There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward. For the memories of Amphorius will always benefit future generations. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the holy city for a millennium.
Minute of silence.
She was Akima's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs, the Gold Weaver, Aglaya, and her greatest feat was being a selfless person.
singing sounds so familiar.
Oh. Wait, Oh my goodness. Screenshot time.
That's our song. And
Trian!
love it.
Okay, okay, it's fine. This is fine. We're fine. We're good.
Yes, Lady Trian. For that child filled with anxiety, your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just a moment.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now, you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute, but still just as kind.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
No, see you tomorrow?
Goodbye, Lady Trian.
Not them all disappearing. Oh my god, I hate you!
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
Good thing your head's still clear. The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anaxa. Miss Castros, aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like.
Oh.
That's dangerous.
Dangerous.
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
You know what's worrying me here? Is that there is one person who is not shown here. Like from the get-go, they haven't been here.
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gastras. Aklaya.
Remember, Finan, after completing the flame chase, leave the decision to initiate the miracle of Genesis to the Amphorians. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line.
Well said. You've got a good memory.
It's late. Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, that person is not dead. I mean, technically, Castros isn't dead either.
Anything else?
And still, I feel like, you know,
Even
I don't know.
in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaya. You saved me.
Maybe what I wanted to save wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world.
It can always be both.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Maglaya.
Did you forget me?
Forget you. Like I'd ever.
Oh, God. And he's the only one that's not, like, you know, like illuminated in any way. It's just him.
We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece freshly forged by Cartonis.
Welcome in, Adonis. We are depressed.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan. See you around. Finan of Ides Elysiae.
It's a date, Mighty Moose.
Okay. Excuse me for a minute. Excuse me. I'll be right back. I hate it here. I'm fine. I'm fine. I am, yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. Okay. Yeah. 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 Let me just, I mean, I know that people have probably, like, people have screenshotted this one to hell and back, but let me just, snap. There we go. The closet is made of glass. The closet has never existed. What happened? Everything? Everything happened. Nothing and everything, and everywhere and nowhere.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey.
Oh, well, hi there.
And it's still not over yet, is it?
Yes, Cyrene.
Uh-huh.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people, tried so many things. I've found new resolve. And I've let go of some attachment. I'm not the same person I used to be.
You're right, you're not. You are more depressed. You are more broken. You are more traumatized.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Finan.
Okay. Days later. Can we have some... I would really appreciate some...
Dawn Cloud, this place holds so many different kinds of memories. Cypher, can you give us some... I would really appreciate some comedic relief right now.
I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here. All the way down the mountain.
Or not.
My eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Or not!
Cypher, you...
Who cares about comedy?
Seamstress. Tell me, does Akama have any treasures so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Our!
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds.
Don't say that.
Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device.
I'm sorry, a gem of all worlds? And it fell out from the Dawn device.
It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body.
Uh-huh.
Even I, the Gold Weaver, cannot witness its glamour.
I don't think you should. Just a hunch. Just a feeling. I don't think you should witness it. I don't think anyone should witness it, quite frankly.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep looking after the shop while I...
Let me guess, Cypherer.
Well, someone just called from Austria, apparently.
You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawncloud to steal that gem, aren't you?
With future knowledge. And now Spain? What the fuck is going on? Who is trying to call me? Who is spam calling me? Sven, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're doing better than I am. With future knowledge, how the fuck did the gem fall out of the Dawn device?
And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the Holy City?
Okay, but that's so sweet.
Look, seamstress. Are you sure you aren't peeking into my head with your golden threads?
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face, plain as day.
Our, said Cypher, voting extreme left. Our shop.
Don't lie to yourself. Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cypher?
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power. You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person. Or even what people call a hero.
Yeah, dude, for this, like, this being her first role, like, what is it with how you're finding these, like, gems? Camden, her?
I don't know what I need to do to get there!
Oh.
I can't weave golden dresses like you! I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelins! And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treeby! The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects. But I still want to be worthy of you. I want to prove that you've made the right choice. Even thieves can dream. Right?
I know, Cypher. I know. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey. But you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way. I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery. Even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
Aglaya. I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful.
Oh.
And that everyone is simple and kind. If only I could get everyone to believe that.
Oh, the baby.
Would that lie become reality? If enough people believed in it, even though it's a lie.
Lies will always be lies, Cypher. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Huh. Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt.
Hey, there's a
when
chest
you're
there.
Obviously lost in thoughts.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad. I'll admit. It managed to touch my heart. Just a smidge.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience. Intuition certainly is a thing of wonder.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot. You waited all this time to tell me.
Well, I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After she passed away.
None of your business.
Uh-huh.
Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old-timer, to step in?
We've only met a couple of times, but you've always gone straight to business. I respect that about you, old-timer, so I'll cut to the chase. You're probably aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city for the Chrysos heirs. Everyone believes that she died at the hands of council members who are against the flame chase. And the citizens' fury has been dragging these schemers out of the shadows one by one.
Good. Look at how smug he looks. Look at that. Okay.
But they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kynus, the leader of the cleaners.
Ah, I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you?
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the council theater, would be the opposition's final trump card against the Chrysos heirs. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right?
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cypher. I know exactly what you can do. Godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movement, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery.
All right, nice.
I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Kefali's core flame. Even
Interesting.
if you have to deceive the rest of the Chrysos heirs as well.
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question, Miss Cypher.
Yeah, fuck those, fuck those cleaners, fuck the council. The entirety of Alchema is now after those people. I love it. Yeah, dude, the Cypher Aglaya stuff, so good.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Huh. So you did learn a thing or two from her. I'll give you that. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver. They've been watching Akama closely.
Oh, fun!
You mean...
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. And this is my conclusion. That lunatic may have lost their mind. But they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Akama yet?
They're waiting till everyone's gone.
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders' secret arts.
Ha! Sacred art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with a flick of my finger.
Yeah, I feel like they can't be that good.
Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akama because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought. Now that she's gone, and you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight. With the
Yeah, there's like no one left to stand up to them.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a solution in mind.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right now. But you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe a big favor after this.
Oh, judging by what we saw in the trailer, I don't think this is gonna go too well.
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly unfathomable. Please be careful.
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh. No need to worry about a demigod. I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
Hyacinth POV! Why are their voices echoing? I think it's just ambience, atmosphere, whatever.
I'm back. I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the grove. And through that, stay away from the memories that might make me sad. But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtyard's duty, after all.
Oh, baby!
I know, little Ika. I know. I too miss the days when we all studied together. But we have an even more important mission this time round. Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila. Being a descendant of the Sky People, I...
Doot!
You're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the grove deserves some reminiscence.
The silence at dawn. No silence there. Oh, hey. Bug. Romantic nymph. Lovely. Yeah, true. We if we all
Got it. Yes,
okay.
I'll focus and not run off.
If we all believe that nothing's gonna happen to Cypher, that lie will become reality, surely.
This was where Professor Anaxa gave us the lesson.
Just the lesson?
I can still see that day in my mind.
And that was your last lesson in the grove. Now, each of you will head off on your own path. How much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how well you can put knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't...
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
So Finan was the kid that just like cut in like he just spoke his mind whenever. Even if it's not his turn, when he wants to speak, he will speak.
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, Finan of Ides Elysiae.
Oh!
I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process.
I love this.
Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finan of Ides Elysiae? What is your post-graduation aspiration?
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
I mean, kind of counts as an aspiration, I would say.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring. Next.
I didn't say.
I love this!
Castorus, you've been giggling for quite some time. How about you go next?
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale.
Notice how Anaxa didn't reprimand Castorus for calling him Prof. Anaxa instead of Anaxagoras? Wait, did she call him that? At any point? She called him by his full name here. True. I mean, he is definitely a little more lenient with Castorus. Like, he's definitely less reserved with Phainon.
See, this is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia?
School AU went,
Share your
dude.
aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
So it's finally my turn.
We need in-game AUs, please, Hoyoverse.
Good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page? An interesting description. Do explain, assistant.
I've read all of Amphorius's heroic epics while studying at the Grove, and a common thread came to my attention. Almost every epic ends with a description of the hero's achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
So you're saying that instead of legendary heroes,
Okay,
you're more
nice.
focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
I like that.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Celiosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family?
I have something in my eye.
And friends? What
Never mind,
about
I think
the
I'm good.
survivors and those who died
Am I good?
in the great battles?
I think I'm good.
Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost. And only Celiosi's name remains.
Hyacinth says justice for the side characters, justice for the NPCs.
Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground.
And you know what? I support her.
That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden Delzus to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation to include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page.
Love that.
I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that, but my beliefs have
Justice for Sambo
Now I
Koski.
really have
You are
to stay
so
behind
right.
the hero's front line and realize my dream.
Done hung.
What are you doing here?
I didn't expect to see you again in the Grove. Phainon mentioned you were gearing up for the campaign against Aquila. Are you here to...
You guessed it. To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the Grove.
The Rainbow Bridge is essential to retrieve the core flame of Aquila, but undertaking such a vital ceremony alone is far too risky.
Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You will protect me, won't you?
Honestly, I think little Ika is all you're gonna need.
Good, Ika. Well, what brings you here, Danny?
I'm collecting as many myths and research about the Titans as I can. Everything about Amphorius is a valuable addition to our databank when I get back to the Astral Express.
Right. If all goes as planned, you and Gray will be able to go home after this mission, won't you?
We won't! But that, hypothetically, in theory, is the idea. We're not gonna, but... Yes, assuming we can actually break the curse about worlds beyond the sky. I have a feeling it's not going to be smooth sailing.
Oh? Could it be that you too have some kind of hidden powers to make prophecies now?
I mean, he's got hidden powers. Little Ika, hidden emanator of veracity, true. That's not it, but I'm starting to question how real everything is after a conversation with a member of the Council of Elders. You're so cute, I love you!
No, I didn't understand that either, little Ika.
Don't worry about it. There's a lot that I still don't understand.
Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny?
I was thinking the same thing. The Grove is fraught with danger right now when an extra pair of hands translates to extra security.
That's the dependable express guard for you. So, shall we get going?
Alright, why do I have my farming team? That is not the team. I can use Hyacinth. So who do I... You know what? We're gonna... Wabam.
Professor Anaxa, it's time to put your theory into practice.
Aw.
The stars and our futures shine before us.
Let's go... Bam.
With you here, we charge without fear.
Aw. Wait, actually. Let me just hear.
I'm fortunate to witness the Twilight Courtyard's healing arts again.
Oh. Okay, Trailblazer. Wabam. That works. That works. I like this little thing we have going on, like this little dynamic between Dan Hong and Hyacinth. I think it's cute. Chroma coffer.
Memories of an ancestor nearby.
What's this?
This is the divine object of the Sky People, the Chroma coffer.
Ika about to solo the whole Black Tide. He did over 600k for me and I'm just E0. Jesus Christ!
Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Skyfolk is ready to challenge Aquila again, they must first awaken the spirits of their ancestors with the Chroma coffer and receive their benediction. Only after this can the chosen Skyfolk reascend to the heavens.
Is it to prevent those who are not qualified from pointlessly losing their lives?
Very prudent, wouldn't you say? The soul of an ancestor slumbers here. Now, I will awaken them.
Someone with a memo sprite challenges another one with a memo sprite. Do you have the early access to the new Honkai game? Maybe. Maybe. Little Ika versus Mem. Little Ika versus... What other tiny creatures do we have? Versus Numby. Little fat fuck versus Numby. Imagine Paperfold Paperfold Academy with Amphoria's cast. Dude, that would be so fun. That would be so fun. Right. Dude.
I am Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard, a descendant of the sky who has inherited the duty of flame chase. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Listen carefully. Witness Hyacinth collect blessings from afar. Is the second one just like pausing? Like just running around? Like, is there anything extra that I should be looking at here? Or that I could be looking at here? Or is it just continue or don't? Two is how you skip, I think. Well, we're not skipping, so.
Who has awakened me?
It's I. Hi, Cynthia. A descendant of the Sky People. I apologize for interrupting your slumber.
Yeah, we're gonna sit through the whole thing, because why not?
Lord Crispus, aren't you? I read your story in our family tree. You were a righteous judge who vindicated many who were wrongfully accused.
Lord Crispus.
I never imagined someone in this era
This
would
voice-
still remember my name.
This voice sounds familiar.
So, our bloodline and duty have continued to this distant age.
Why does this guy's voice kind of remind me of Duke Inferno's voice?
Indeed, it has. I have awakened you in the hope of receiving your blessing, for the flame chase journey is nearing its perfect conclusion.
Perfect.
Retrieving the core flame of Aquila is the final challenge the heroes will face.
Perfect conclusion. Hyacinthia.
Yeah, like even the cadence, the way he speaks.
And you do not have the bearings of a warrior who can contend with a titan. How can you convince me that this blessing will not turn into a curse, leading a child like you to your demise?
1,000 years ago, Seliosi, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will, entrusting the mission to return the Sky Titan's core flame to her descendants, to people like you and me.
I just skip because I know I'll watch it from other people streaming. Hey, smart.
Though I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission that has flowed through our blood for 1,000 years. And I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest and most tenacious companions in the world.
True, you have little fat fuck. You'll be fine. Red Forden, welcome in. Hello. Are you excited for the all the gachas incoming? Like the new games, that are supposed to be, you know, like coming up. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna lie. Every upcoming gacha, as fun and as good as it looks, it's all women. It's like, I have yet to see a gacha, at least from, you know, trailers and stuff, and you know, teasers and stuff, where we have a female to male ratio that is more than 1 to 15. You know, a little exaggerated, but I don't know, it just kind of gets tiring. It just kind of gets tiring, you know? So, I don't know. So, I heard Silver Palace is good. I heard that one's pretty good. But yeah, so many games that are coming out where it's just like, you have hot big boobed woman number 1, you have hot big boobed woman number 2, number 3, 4, and 5, and there's one girl that's, you know, cute, another girl that's cute, and maybe you have one guy if you're lucky, and then you have 5 other women. So, listen, I know that Twitter would probably fucking riot over this, but I would kind of like a gacha, just for a change of pace, a gacha game. You know, on the scale of these games, that is the other way around, you know? That has more... It doesn't even have to have more male characters than female, but just at least as much. At least make it like a 1-to-1. If it was more male than female characters, that would be funny, and also people would probably be calling the devs like every insult and slur under the sky. But I would fucking love it. But yeah, it really is just that. So I don't want to get my hopes up, you know. I can't really bring myself to be excited for those games when, you know, I've gone through the WuWa experience where at first it seemed like they were going to, you know, focus on the male cast as well, and then 2 patches later, they just completely abandoned them. So, any of the new games, as pretty and nice as they look, I'm gonna wait a couple patches, see how they treat their male cast. And if they take the WuWa route, that's an instant no from me. If they can go at least the Hoyoverse route, then I might consider it. And enjoy your food, Lenny. In a crossover game, who would win strawberry flavored Barbara or Western Clorand? Wait, who is Western Clorand? GM still my main guy on teams? Same. Literal, the only characters I've pulled for in WuWa were Jian and Brand. And I have not touched the gacha as like any other character. Did you watch the trailer Project Bang Bang? You're playing a female mafia boss with her male henchman? Art style is pretty reverse oriented. I have not. Maybe I'll have to check that out. Anemone and Mayor, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Chaska. Strawberry Barbara or Chaska? I mean, again, Hyacinth has Ika, so I think that's an obvious winner. Project Bang Bang. I'm gonna have to. I'll write it down. Upcoming narrative-driven gacha RPG. I'll keep it in mind. Still unsure if it's a gacha or not. Apparently it is a gacha. Just killing time for drops, wrapped up the story, and I'm at the Hyacinth mines. Oh, good luck in the mines. Yeah, we are making our way through. Chaska has a huge gun? Yes. But Hyacinth has fat fuck. I feel like Ika could just devour Chaska's gun if they really wanted to. I got late, pity, welted already? Oh no.
Amphorius is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of retrieving Akula's core flame no longer rests solely on the shoulders of the chosen skyfolk.
Can you? Please? Thank you.
I now wield
that
the
was
power of healing.
Wow.
I aim to mend the fissures in the sky and heal the wounds of the people. I desire to define the mission of the skyfolk in my own terms. To conclude the vigil that has spanned millennia.
I sense resilience in your words. Not an outward resilience, but something deeper within.
Dude, this voice is way too epic and also slow for this guy. Karma for my castress rolls, or more accurately, my drowning impalas E100 paler, here we come. Oh no.
Receive my blessings, young Hyacinthia. May you gain wings to return to the sky via the bridge of rainbows.
Thank you for your trust, Lord Crispus. We won't let you down.
Well done, Hyacinth.
Thank you. My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. It won't be easy convincing them. I've run through these upcoming conversations in my head more times than I can count.
Looks like your efforts paid off.
Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is set to rest in the vortex of Genesis. A pity that the ceremony has to be performed in strict order. Shall we head back to Akama together, Danny?
The vortex of Genesis, huh? I have a suggestion. Remember how you suggested I learn the secret arts of water from Fagusa's priests? Yeah, about that. I've been practicing that in my spare time and made some progress. Now, as long as I have spirit water with me, I can use those techniques to carve a path directly to the vortex of Genesis. Okay!
Oh, I remember. I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny.
Compared to the currents of my home, the waters of Emphorius are rather untamed. Subduing the waters wasn't easy, but I've gotten the hang of it now.
That makes sense. Fagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myths. Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny.
The spirit water gate formed with this technique isn't as stable as a ritual basin. It'll likely only let one person through. And as Fagusa's priests designed it, the entrance serves as the exit. You'll need to come back through the vortex once you've met your ancestor's spirit. Little Ika and I will be here waiting. Listen. I like this dynamic. It's just very wholesome. I like the Hyacinth and Danhang combo. It's just very sweet and wholesome.
Got it. I'm counting on you, Danny.
Under the raucous steps of their frenzied dance, the roar of celebration hides the world's heartbeat. Spirit water revealed the way. Do we get a... No cutscene, probably? We could have gotten a cutscene!
The vortex of Genesis. Unbelievable. Danny is full of surprises.
Posted the trailer under the Blue Sky post of today. Gotcha. Should be a Kirby versus Ika comparison to make it fair. True. Kirby versus Ika, I think that could be more even. Also, this patch is wild. So far, it has been. They could both be the semester speakers or be a part of the school council. Honestly, yeah.
This does feel way more disorienting than the ritual basin. Wait, is Lady Treeby here too? And who is that next to her? Oh, I think I know who that is.
Oh.
Do you have to go already, Saifi? It's been ages since you were last in Akama. You could have taken some time to rest, and we could have caught up.
That's alright, big sister Treeby.
I love how he calls her big sister. Did I say he? She.
Bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Cut Snowy some slack, Saifi. He's still so young, yet he's shouldering all the responsibilities Aggie left behind. Besides, Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're the best person for the job.
You really spoil him, big sis Treeby.
Guess I'm past the age for someone to look after me.
Saifi.
Just kidding. I get it. That deliverer boy does have a certain charisma about him. He reminds me of Aglaya in her prime. Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, big sis Treeby, before I go, got a little gift for you.
Oh.
Well, didn't expect you to be so thoughtful. What's in it?
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to wait until nightfall.
A gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treeby.
Hey there!
And this graceful lady must be Miss Cypher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls me Hyacinth. Pleased to meet you.
Bright and cheery as a lamp. Well, hello there, pink child.
Pink
I'm
child!
from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest, it's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here. So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean...
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People, the Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Whoa! That's unexpected.
Damn.
I figured Celiosi's descendant would be, I don't know, taller, stronger.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphe. Cinny is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Amphorius.
Yeah, she's
Don't worry,
great.
Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident I can carry out the mission of the Skyfolk.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious.
I mean...
You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquila's claws.
Syphe cracking jokes? Looks like you haven't forgotten what Aggie said all those years ago.
Oh?
Anyway, I've got a mission to handle, so I'll get going.
Cypher is unironically best girl. Whatever they were paying her VA, pay her more. Like, yeah, a fucking amazing
Good
job.
luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let that deliverer take the lead.
Cypher uses the Coin of Whimsy's ability and teleports away from the vortex.
Miss Cypher is in such a hurry.
Don't worry, she's always been like that. It's good to have her back in Alchema lending a hand.
Oh.
Well, enough about her for now. You're here because of your mission, aren't you, Cinny? It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and tuck Syphe's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis is all yours.
Can we see what's in it? I guess not. What does her technique look like? What does her anything look like? You know, it's interesting that we don't have a water element. I feel like we could use a water element. I know we already have 7, but we could use a water element. You know, just I don't know, just saying. It's so cute. It's a reference to the cutscene where Aglaia says Cypher has to protect her face better. Oh, right.
I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Converse or skip, or just straight up skip this narration. No, converse with the ancestor.
Child, what brings you before me?
Is that Cersei's?
You're a descendant of the Sky People?
Is this Cersei's voice? Actress?
Yes, I am Hyacinthia of the Twilight Courtyard, the successor of the Sky People's Flame Chase duty. You must be Gem Electra. Legend has it that during the Chrysos War, you led our people to ally with Akama and held back the Kremnoan forces. It was your victory that earned the Sky People a place in the Holy City.
She looks pretty.
You seem well versed in our clan's history. And this is the Vortex of Genesis?
It is. Look, 10 stars have already been lit. The Chrysos heir's flame chase journey is nearing its end.
Are those the core flames of Fagusa and Giorios?
Sure are.
Does that mean Hycealans and the Mountain Dwellers successfully carried out their duty? As fellow pillars of Amphorius, who would have thought that Sky's duty could only be fulfilled after 1,000 years?
It's because Sky shelters all beneath it. If it were to shatter, the world would fall apart with it. That's why Lady Aglaia made the core flame of Aquila the final step in our campaign.
Aglaia? Is she still on the flame chase journey
Well,
after 1,000 years?
She was until like 3 hours ago.
Fortunately, she has recently left us.
Actually, no, like 3 days ago.
But you're right. She was indeed still guiding the Chrysos heirs forward.
Incredible. That girl actually managed to endure the merciless erosion of time. And lasted for so long. Answer me, Hyacinthia. Since you recognize me, You must have also read my writings, no?
Every record regarding my lineage is etched in my memory, including your words.
In that case, you're probably aware of the prophecy I sought from a certain Trebios.
Oh.
Yes. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky Folk will mend dusk and dawn.
Wish I had Cypher's coin ability, especially in this moment that I'm not able to get up anymore. Yeah, no, Cypher's ability would be very, very, very nice. Aggie has evolved to Agony. Agony has learned self-destruct. No!
But unfortunately, no ancestor has ever been able to truly decipher its meaning.
I see. Yet, Trebios' prophecies never fail. Perhaps you'll be the one to witness its fulfillment, child. May the prophecy lead you to a gentle fate.
Thank you, Lady Ectra. Whatever fate the prophecy holds, I'll face it head on. It's only by giving everything we have that we can truly accept any outcome with a smile. Won't you agree?
I like you, child. I wish this conversation could go on a little longer. Take my blessing, Hyacinthia.
Hell yeah, that's one more.
When I first saw you, I indeed had my doubts.
I'm assuming we're gonna go to 3 ancestors, right?
Me. If Sky's divinity is fated to pass on, I hope it incorporates your optimism and kindness.
Your blessing is a treasure beyond measure, General. Rest well. I'll make sure your gift is put to its best use. General Ectra is so different from how the records described her.
Yeah, she's nice.
Quite a gentle person.
What is that? Oh, is that like the barrier? Whatever.
Alright. Time to head back to the Grove. I shouldn't keep Danny and little Ika waiting.
God, it's so cute. You're back. How did it go?
It went great. Your spirit water art was a huge help, Danny.
Do you mind sharing what your ancestor spirit said to you? Alright.
What's wrong, Danny?
Nothing. It sounds like everything went smoothly. It's just, I'm a bit concerned about the prophecy you mentioned. At the end of the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky Folk will mend dusk and dawn. I can somehow sense a hint of sadness in those brief words.
You've always been a bit of a sensitive soul, haven't you, Danny?
Aww.
Lady Trina deciphers countless prophecies every day, and this one's just another among many. Don't worry too much about it.
I hope so.
Come on, Danny. Don't look so gloomy.
Aww.
We're gonna have to take a long trip for the final visit to the ancestors.
Where are we going?
Our final stop is Lord Mighty's home.
Oh!
Castrum Kremnos.
We're going to visit Mighty! Or, well, close
Wait
enough.
here. This is it.
Legends say that it's a fire. Legends say that it's burning since before the birth of the demigods. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what was that for? Oh god, I have something in my eye, I think.
Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after day. I'm worried about him.
Can we go check up on him? He sent a message earlier, carried by thunder, warning us to watch out for the Flame Reaver's actions.
That means he hasn't been consumed by the Black Tide's madness yet. We're here to complete an important mission. We shouldn't interfere with this battlefield. Don't you agree, Danny?
I agree.
There. That sleeping spirit is my grandmother.
Your grandmother?
Yes, my grandmother Jacintha was a warrior. She represented the Twilight Courtyard in the Kremnos Festival.
Okay, hold on. I have something in my eye, so I need a minute or so. Okay. All right. Should be. I don't know what it is. It's not an eyelash. I don't know. Maybe it's just an eyelash like curling the wrong way or something. I don't know. I forgot to get water. Hold on. I gotta get water. I forgot my water is empty. One moment. Okay, there we go. Silver, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Well, you can skip quite a lot in this patch. You really miss out at the same time. Yeah. Just for completion's sake, I want to go through it all. I also realized that I haven't taken any break today yet, but considering I'm not gonna go for longer than like an hour, where it's fine. I'll power through. It's fine. It's fine. Let me check how far along we are. I'm not sure if Ruben's walkthrough includes like all these sections. So let me check. Pages are 3.3. Quest walkthrough. Let's see here. After I get through the fucking ad because I don't have premium or an ad blocker. Wally, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Any second now. Okay, let's see. We are... Okay, we are almost well, not a third. Well, we are over a third through. The walkthrough is 8 hours long, and we are at like roughly 3:15. 3:15, I mean. So we're making good progress. We're making a good progress. We are like 40. I'd say like 40% through. So should be good. We can finish up this section, I think. Let me go back to this. Yep. Okay, here we go.
She fought her way through every challenge and reached the final stage of the Kremnos Festival. She was just one step away from securing a peace treaty for the Skyfolk, but was ultimately defeated by the champion warrior of that time.
I'm gonna die. I haven't even eaten lunch. Well, then go fucking do that. Eat lunch.
I've never looked too deeply into the details of such ritualistic violence. The scroll simply described it as a glorious duel. But behind the glorious duel was a tragic end. Not long after the festival, my grandmother's injuries worsened, and she passed away far from home.
Oh.
This prophecy tablet was left here by the Kremnoans to honor her final wish. Her death marked the final collapse of the Twilight Courtyard, already fragile under the shadow of war.
Welcome back, Lenny! No, we are finishing up the ancestor talk. And the Kremnoan warrior she fought against?
Was Lord Gradaros.
Wow. Yet you still saved his life, even though he took your family.
Seeing him lying there, gravely wounded, bleeding out, I can't put what I felt at that moment into words.
Now the question is, does he know?
But when I heard Lord Gradaros took that fatal blow to protect Lady Trianne, all those tangled feelings faded away. To quote Lord Finan, Gradaros must have done that to become a better man.
It takes true courage to forgive. You're every bit as strong as your ancestors, Hyacinth. Oh.
You're getting better at this, Danny. In her final diary entry, my grandmother wrote that when the moment of destiny comes, a descendant of the Sky People would deliver the message of their departure to her spirit. I wonder what she'd think when the one awaking her turns out to be her beloved granddaughter. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame, ancestor. Please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Listen carefully. Obviously.
Is this the world of the living? Wait. You. Could you be?
Grandmother? It's me. You're Hyacinthia.
Hyacinthia. My little hummingbird.
My little hummingbird, that's so cute.
How? Why is it you who awakened me? I have never imagined this.
Also, her grandmother was looking good.
When this day came, but now.
I mean, if she died when Hyacinth was like still a kid, then it, you know, makes sense.
I can't even experience the joy of seeing you again.
Do you remember that you and Father took me to my very first sky ride when I was 8? Back then, you wanted me to pick one accessory out of 4. The sun crown representing nobility, the storm bracelet symbolizing strength, the ice ring embodying wisdom, and the radiant pendant signifying kindness.
I'm saying she looks good for her age. She looks young. I mean, she also looks good, but I'm saying she looks good for her age. For what I thought she would be an old woman. So either she's an old woman who looks very young, or she just is, or she just died very young. That's what I meant.
Grandmother, do you remember the one I chose?
You spoke an innocent little prayer, infusing a faint bit of light to that modest pendant.
Oh, I also like her hair though.
Yes, and I remember how surprised you were. In all those centuries, no other child of the Sky People had ever made the same choice I did.
Hyacinth's ancestors somehow are all warriors. I mean, that's the point, right?
Hyacinthia, there was a time when I thought you were a timid child. You never had much interest in swords or battle and had no relation to that fiery determination and strength in our blood. Yet I've told myself, that's not a bad thing. If my hummingbird could live her life in kindness and optimism, then it'd be a good thing. I never thought the burden of retrieving the core flame of Aquila would fall to you.
Don't worry about me, Grandmother. I believe what makes someone a Skyfolk isn't just outstanding strength, but the capacity to shape the world.
And then there's Hyacinth with Fat Fuck. Fat Fuck is her warrior.
Cried out for a hero to challenge the gods 1,000 years ago, Zeliosi stepped forward and began the flame-chasing era. And now, as the flame-chase journey nears its end, this broken world is crying out for something else. Isn't it?
Oh,
poetic?
healing. Sorry.
A saga that spans 1,000 years began with Sky and will also end with Sky.
You're still as optimistic as ever, just like when you were a kid. If your mind is set, Hyacinthia, then carry your resolve through to the very end. Return to the sky with my blessing, and watch over this world on the threshold of salvation.
Grandmother, thank you. But I have one last request.
Speak, Hyacinthia. We should still have some time.
Before you go, could you tell me the tale of the Sky Hero once more? Just like you used to.
Then listen closely, my dearest hummingbird. After all, this will be the last time. For millennia, the Titans waged relentless wars, leaving the world scarred and ravaged. A century of the Chrysos War. plunged the nations into chaos and decay until a spear, fueled by mortal rage, pierced through the smoke and flames that buried the prophecy of deliverance. Aqua, the celestial sheeper, the 100-eyed divine bird crowned with the blazing sun
Oh, that's
and wind and thunder.
Oh, that's pretty art. Aqualab here. I think this is Celiose, maybe?
Those struck blind in 99 eyes by Nikador, they kept one eye glaring at the children of Twilight who received divine blessing, yet turned their weapons against the gods. The Chrysos heir of the sky, Celiose, the Day Thunder Knight, ascended the forbidden lands of the Eye of Twilight at dusk, clad in wings. To her left was the lion-headed Solipus, the sunlit wings.
The sunlit wings.
Divine flames and scorched
Wait, to her left?
world.
To her left?
To her right was the horse-bodied lunar.
Okay, I guess it's the other way around.
Whose graceful steps trampled the stars in the heavens. The one warrior and her two beasts challenged the ruler of the sky, determined to seize the divine core flame through plunder. The Titans' every roar summoned lightning bolts, and their every movement stirred cyclones.
She's technically looking at us. I mean, yeah, I guess. Like, she's more angled towards us, so it would be her like, it would make sense. Yeah, I guess. Of course, the Millennia XP is a god killer, of course. I have no idea who that is. But I'm assuming they were also a god killer.
The wounded Titan's blood poured down like boiling rain upon the world and converged into scalding torrents. In the final moments of battle, the sunlit wings set the Titan's wings aflame, while the moonlit plume sealed the divine body.
Oh, an Elden Ring boss. Well, then I don't know it thrice. Because I've never played Elden Ring. I've never played any of those games.
The battered hero of the sky, with her wings broken and her body covered in wounds, struggled to lift her spear and pierced the last monstrous eye. The Titan's divine body crashed to the ground, and with it, the sky tore apart like fabric, about to fall, with its god, the fear and pleas of mortals, urged the hero of the sky to rise again. Celiose, the Day Thunder Knight, the first of the Chrysos heirs to slay a god in this world, charged into the crumbling body of Aquila with her two fearless winged companions. She merged with the Titan, holding up the sky once more, only to leave behind a powerful message for the world. My descendants will be blessed and cross the Rainbow Bridge back to the sky.
Oh.
At the end of the prophecy of Genesis, they will reclaim the core flame from my hands.
Interesting. Oh, and we swap back. A few days later at Dawncloud.
Today's the day.
Today's the day, fellas.
I didn't expect it to be so lively up here. Are these people here to send off the Chrysos heirs?
Probably.
Here's Sveinen. Let's go talk to him.
Okay, question. Let me see how far. We probably should be like 3.5-ish hours. Would this be a good stopping point if I have no more than half an hour to spare? I feel like it might be. It's interesting that Celiose is the first Chrysos heir, but Aglaia is the first demigod after Trebios. True. True. Well, now you're just both telling me different things. I think to keep going a bit further. So, I can afford at most like 45 more minutes. Because then I really gotta go. Because I need to, you know, I need to also like settle down a little bit. I need a little break. So if you can have a... If whatever next cutscene is coming up is less than like 40 minutes... Yeah, I feel like this might be a good point to stop. So that is where we're going to be ending it here for today. We are about 3.5 hours of 8 hours into the quest. So we are almost halfway through. And I think... Assuming the 2.0 livestream tomorrow is going to be like, you know, an hour, give or take, we should get like 2 hours of the way through, I think. And then we might be able to finish it on Saturday. We might do a longer stream on Saturday, possibly. I think that'll work. It's less than 40 minutes, but it's more climactic this way. Okay, fair. In that case, we can save it, yeah. More likely she's the first Crisis heir to kill a god. True. Stella's VA is kind of good, but I prefer Rachel. Rachel? Yeah, same. I do prefer the old ones. Anyway. That is where we're going to be stopping today then. We will be live tomorrow, earlier than today even, because we will be reacting to the Zenless 2.0 special program live, which I think is going to be 1 p.m. my time, 11 UTC. So we're probably going to be live like half an hour or so before then. And from then on, we're going to watch the live stream, and then we're going to see how far we can continue with this quest. So yeah. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves today. I wish you all a lovely rest of your day, night, or whatever time it is for you. I will check out that the Project Bang Bang trailer thing, because that sounds a little interesting. I'll give a look-see to that. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. See how far we can take it tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to finish the quest this week. I think at the pace we're going right now, I think we should be fine. Possibly. We'll see. But yeah, stay safe, y'all. Take care, and I will maybe see you again tomorrow, or Saturday, or another day, or, you know, whenever. Bye-bye!